those player cards.
Yep, don't worry about that. I just got to reset some stuff.
Oh, look at the drip.
That is the drip. That's the same jacket I wear. That's some good style you got.
All right, we got...
Shit.
Look at these.
Gender
We got both. Let's go, boy.
Oh, these names are fantastic.
All right, so looking at the lead matchups, we got Grimmsnarl and Seismitoad versus Bronzong and Frostlass. Gotta say, these lead matchups are pretty evenly matched. Not a lot of obvious, super effective moves into either Pokemon. Though. We gotta watch out for the Heavy Slam from Bronzong. If that happens on the Grimmsnarl, I do not like that at all. That's gonna be a very hefty Heavy Slam. The Bronzong is a really heavy Pokemon, so Heavy Slam just does a ton of damage if it can be super effective.
Yep. And I'm going to be looking into the game audio here in just a minute. Don't worry, gamers. Again, with the first match, it usually is a little bit rougher on the edges, but that's just where that's just who we are.
It's a VTuber tournament. There's still got to be at least a little bit of stuff.
Some scuff. Yeah. We got that Ice Beam into Absinthe. The double up into that. The Heavy Slam comes in.
Ooh,
Absinthe
ouchie.
still takes that. Look at that.
Just
That is a
barely
bulky
hanging in
boy.
with that, though.
And we have on the side, we got Bort just jumping up in the air, getting ready for a big attack. Might be that Flippers has the read on this, though, depending on where Bort is landing. The Protect comes in from Frostlass.
Okay, there we go, there we go.
Absinthe gets the Reflect down before it gets knocked out. That's some good Grimmsnarl play, making sure the double screens are up to reduce the incoming damage. The bounce does go into the Protect.
There we go.
And the Heavy Slam on the Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is taken down.
Oh, goodbye to Absinthe. Oh, no. Oh, what's Beemer gonna bring out?
Be seeing the green fairies out there. Got that knockout down.
So
We'll have to see what the next Pokemon Beemer brings in here is. Slasher. Looks like that's going to be the Toxtricity.
All right, let's go. We got two little lizardy boys over here.
Got that reptilian quota.
Yeah, we do.
Slasher's interesting for Flippers to play into, I think. Toxtricity is a Pokemon that Flippers has a bit of trouble hitting super effectively. The Poison Electric type combo is really weak to ground, but if you don't have a ground type attacker on the team, it doesn't really matter that 4x weakness is there. It's pretty bulky in terms of its other resist. And Slasher has access to some incredibly powerful attacks, so we'll have to see how Slasher has an impact on the battlefield here.
All right, we're pulling back the bell. Let's go. Let's see how this turns out. Oh, I love
The bell goes
Chow.
back, and Beemer Dynamaxes. Who's it gonna be?
Oh,
Yeah, we got that max
look at
Toxtricity. That's a big boy. Can I get some Dynamax in the chat?
Big boy. Look at them glowing eyes. That's a threat right there.
The Shadow Ball into Slasher. That Slasher just takes that easily, and the Max Darkness comes in, playing that guitar.
Oh, man. Oh, wow, that didn't do that much, though.
Into BIP 2. Flippers had the read on the Max Darkness thing. An incredible read, honestly. Flippers knowing what the Toxtricity might have, and making sure to have Gender Envy out of the battlefield just when it comes in. The Eject Pack on BIP 2 will take effect, though. The special defense drop coming in. And in comes the Dragapult. Stompy Tantrum into Jig, boosted by the bounce from the last turn not having any effect. We'll have to see how each player adapts to the new circumstances on the battlefield. That Dynamax on Slasher is looking pretty scary here. It is
pretty scary, but Flippers does still have a Dynamax they can use as well.
It's true, it's true. Knowing that the access to the Max Darkness is there makes these two Ghost type look a little bit spooked into that Dark type attack that Toxtricity is showing off. And Jiggy vanishes from the battlefield. That Phantom Force coming in. Is that the read? The Max Darkness into that slot. Flippers dodges it.
Oh, wow!
Oh my goodness, Flippers is just reading the room, knowing where this toxicity is going to attack. This next turn, it's a little spooky. Flippers doesn't have access to as many defensive tricks. The Frostlass just used its protect, so going for the 1 and 3 might not be the play there. And Jiggy just vanished, so it's coming in immediately. Slasher takes that like a champ. Just trying to whittle away at the Dynamax target down to about a third, but the Max Darkness comes in, and that going to knock down to Sash.
Just barely hanging in there.
Let's see what Lady Beemer did for the second attack. Oh, some big damage. That Dazzling Gleam coming in huge.
Man, double KO. That's brutal.
It's important to remember, though, Flipper still has Dynamax. There is still the potential for a comeback, especially with that Bronzong. Got some really effective stabs into this, or that Heavy Slam might just be everything that Flippers needs to clinch this.
Dynamax is gone, so Flipper's got a little bit of an upper hand here.
The position is really interesting here. Yeah, having access to that Dynamax, not having access to oh, I lost.
Find the words. I believe in you.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, having access to the Dynamax, having access to Fake Out on BIP 2. And Lady Beemer not having access to Dynamax to block the fake. Flippers could find a lot of ground here and claw their way back into this game.
Flippers gonna claw themselves right out of the grave and into this match.
And here it is, the Dynamax.
Who we got? Who we got?
And it looks like Mienshao is the Dynamax here, opting not for the Fake Out, but for that extra set of spread moves, or that extra set of Dynamax move. Flipper's reasoning that Bronzong only has access to the max Steel Spark, wanting a little bit more bulk on BIP 2, wanting to leverage all of those powerful Dynamax attacks that BIP 2 has. And the Max Darkness comes in on Slasher, finally taking that threat down.
Good night, Slasher. Taken out by his own move.
The Dazzling Gleam comes in. BIP 2 does not take that well at all. This Pre-Marina is a huge problem.
At least you're going out with a bang. Goodbye, BIP 2. You served well.
BIP 2 did its best, and the Heavy Slam comes in on Pre-Marina. Oh, Pre-Marina tanks through that pretty well.
Oh, yes. Pre-Marina's a little bit bulky here.
Yeah, access to that Seismitoad on Lady Beemer's end, too. Pretty threatening into that Bronzong, but Bronzong does have a trick up its sleeve. The ground-type attack from the Seismitoad, not going to affect it thanks to the Levitate, so we'll have to see. Flippers is scouting for a little bit more information going into Game 2, making sure they know what tricks Lady Beemer might go for. And going into Game 2, we'll see the adjustments, I think.
Yeah, you just gotta get a good feel for your opponent that first match. This could still be anybody's game.
Might lose the match, but don't lose the game. Gender Envy is gonna get slowly chipped away here, and there it goes. And that is the first round of Fluffy Barrage. Win for Lady Beemer. Win for Lady Beemer, but not yet the match. We still have one more exciting game at the very least.
Yeah, this is best of 3.
For sure, we could definitely see a Game 3 here. I think that Flippers has what it takes to take this team down, especially knowing what Beemer has gone for this game. We'll either see some adapts, we might see no adapts. Might be that people get in their own heads. Plenty of things, plenty of ways that the players could switch it up for Game 2.
It's anyone's game.
It is anyone's game. I wonder if we're actually going to get to see Beemer bring out that Incineroar or not.
It might be the case. That dark typing is pretty helpful into those ghosts. The Intimidate might not be particularly helpful, but having that Throat Chop. Ooh, that's a spooky one. If it has that Throat Chop. I have Close Combat. Need to double check.
It has Close Combat, yeah.
Gotta throw hands.
Throw in some hands with it, yeah. Oh man. I'm actually kind of wondering, like, we didn't see the Obstagoon either, did we, now that I think about it?
We did not see the Obstagoon. That could be another adaptation that Beemer makes into the team we see here.
Oh, I'm so excited. I want to see that. And also, I really just want to see Flippers pull out the little bitty Emolga. I just want to see them use the little guy and turn him into something strong.
We could see that. The Emolga is a pretty potent form of speed control, especially, though not necessarily super important into Beemer's team, right? Since Flipper's team is so incredibly fast, and not really attempting to control the speed too much, Emolga's role in the team would basically just boil down to the electric type stab. It's pretty scary to bring into Seismitoad.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It looks like our players are currently just picking out their teams now, so we'll be switching over to game 2 in just a moment.
Oh,
excited to see what this one brings.
Let's go!
Looking for these next 4.
Is it happening? I think we're good to go. All right, next round. Let's go, gamers.
All right, time for match 2.
Round 2.
Got that Flippers versus Beemer. And we'll have to see how the openers match up against each other.
I beat you in Absinthe. Let's go. We're starting out with that Primarina. Oh, on both sides.
We got the Primarina versus Primarina matchup here. Got those seals looking at each other funny. Some very scary Pokemon, especially for this matchup here. Bip does not like seeing that Primarina there. That fairy type stab is very threatening into Bip.
Bip just wants to go home. He's like, can I use that eject pack now, actually, please?
Got that fake out into Primarina, neutralizing the threat for this turn. The crit, that's some nice damage coming in. And Absinthe getting that light screen down, making sure that the opposing Dazzling Gleam won't deal too much damage into him.
Oh,
Moonblast comes in, thanks to the light screen, takes it pretty well. Absinthe is probably going to get down the screens before he's taken down, but really, if Absinthe gets the screens down, does he really need to do much more?
He's done his job at that point.
Yeah, the screens are so important for Beemer's team to have the bulk that it needs to make it through the match.
Yeah, I think that's something people don't take into consideration during matches, me included. Like, I was always worrying about attacks, never defending, and the players here really had to think that out well through this.
Flipper's opting for the Dynamax right here. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Bip.
Oh, it's Bip again.
Flipper's trying to bring it back for Bip. Maybe trying to just take down this Primarina before it has a chance to do anything particularly threatening. Bip has access to that Maxuse into Primarina. That's gonna be the knockout.
Yeah, there she's down.
Oh my goodness, that's a huge swing for Flippers. Able to take down Primarina before the threat of those Dazzling Gleams is able to just rip through Flipper's team. And Flippers has to be super happy about that. But the Spirit Break comes in, and that's some hefty damage.
Super effective, but he's hanging in there.
And the eject pack off of the Spirit Break drop. But at this point, it might just be that Bip has done everything it needs to in order for Flippers to have an advantageous position in this game.
Yeah, Bip might deserve a little bit of rest for a bit now. He can come out if he needs us.
Yeah, Bip taking a nice little nap, ready to come back in with that fake out when the moment is right. Lady Beemer's team, a little vulnerable to that fake out. No natural ghost type resists on it. And the Moonblast comes in on Absinthe, takes it down. Lady Beemer's down to 2 Pokemon.
Oh man, that was so quick. This match is looking a little bit scary for Beemer.
Yeah, for sure. Beemer does have access to that Dynamax though, so that might just be the thing that Beemer needs to claw back into the game.
Oh, there's that spicy boy!
Yeah, that they're the Incineroar, and that's a bit into the Frostlass. Incineroar's natural stabs, very spooky for Frostlass, but the Primarina doesn't mind seeing that Incineroar at all. Got that Alola type matchup swag going on.
Where's Decidueye?
Where's Decidueye? Give it a better hidden ability than Long Reach. It deserves it. All right, and seeing these matchups, Slasher's position looks great. access to that max darkness, access to that max volt strike. Some very scary stabs on Toxtricity, and we will see the Toxtricity dynamics again.
There it is again, yeah! Oh, those glowing eyes are so scary.
I'm playing that guitar.
He's just
Jamming out the
rocking out.
tunes.
Jamming out the tunes. Ray going for the Protect, a safe play now that it's in quite a predicament. The stun shot comes in into Sheena. Huge damage coming down.
Yikes.
That's a one shot.
Oh man, super effective, yeah.
Oh, and the paralyze on Ray coded. That is something that you didn't want to see. So GMAX Stun Shock has the chance to go for either a paralyzed or a poison, and usually you want to see the paralyzed. That's a far better status condition since it halves the speed of the Pokemon that has the effect. Seeing a poison there wouldn't be too bad either. Ray coded would take the chip damage, get knocked out of Sash, and then be easily cleaned for next turn as well.
What does
This
the sash
Toxtricity-
actually do? Wait.
So Focus Sash is a held item that makes it so that the Pokemon holding it can live through any one attack from full HP. If it's at full
Oh!
HP and it is hit by an attack that would otherwise knock it out, it instead goes to 1 HP.
Oh, that's really handy.
For sure, for sure. Flipper is carefully considering their moves. Got that close combat going down into the Incineroar slot. That's a one-shot.
Sriracha's down already!
Huge, huge damage, and Flippers has 3 Pokemon against the 1. It might be a Dynamax Pokemon, but that just might not be enough. Max Darkness coming down into Ray Coded will knock down to Sash. And we'll have to see if that full Paralyze comes in. If it does, then Flippers can't be loving the position there. And there's the full para. That's
there it
25%
is.
chance, and Flippers can't be happy to see that. We still do have... Flippers does still have the speed off of Bip. Gonna be able to get some nice damage into Slasher. And 2 Pokemon versus 1 is still a pretty good position to be in, especially if Flippers has the reads on where the max attacks goes. But at this level of HP, it's pretty scary to try to do a max to do a Protect into a max attack, since the max attacks still do some chip damage through Protect.
We do still have that one left that Flippers has been hanging on to for an emergency, though.
Yeah, Flippers has not revealed the last Pokemon in their team yet. And not knowing that has to be a little scary for Beemer, not knowing what to save on the Toxtricity, not knowing whether or not this last Pokemon is just going to be able to trounce through him. It looks like Flippers will reveal the Dragapult now, though.
Oh, here we go.
And there she is. There's Jiggy. Pip 2 with the knockoff, making sure that the choice specs, the choice scarf is gone, setting up for the future. The max use comes in, setting up a special attack boost for the future, getting the knockout on Bip 2.
It's gone.
Bip. Preserving the Frostlass for later. And the matchup at the end is Frostlass and Dragapult versus this Toxtricity. And it's still a pretty spooky position. Toxtricity has access to some powerful spread moves.
Oh, but the Dynamax is already over.
The Dynamax is over, and Beemer has been unlocked from the choice item as well, so free to choose the move that best fits the situation. Flippers does have the 2v1 though, so it's a pretty spooky position still.
Wee.
Oh, just disappearing.
The Snarl comes in, Jiggy avoids it, and Frostlass does get knocked out by the Snarl. We'll just have to see if this Dragapult is enough to knock out Toxtricity. It all comes down to this.
Yeah, it's 1v1. It's all just a matter of strength and skill now.
And Phantom Force, pretty scary attack. Can't protect into that one. And there's the knockout. Flippers takes it, last Pokemon.
That's 1 for Flippers.
Jiggy said no strength and skill, only sneak attacks. Let's go!
You don't need to be skillful if you just dodge the attacks. Just don't be there when the opponent's hitting you. Yeah, it's a classic fighting game. Just never get hit. You'll always win.
Oh my god, we go to a game 3 now.
Yeah, we actually get to do a game 3. We'd actually get the best of 3, you guys.
Yeah, round 1, game 3. It's ooh, that's some exciting stuff.
That is, we're starting off hype.
Oh yeah, the having the first round go to a game 3 always super exciting, especially since the players have had so many rounds to see what is up, to just like scope out the competition, see what threats there are, see how they're playing each match.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit more intimidating because it's like, oh, you have a much better idea of your team, but oh no, they have a better idea of you too now.
Mm-hmm. You have to, if there are any more tricks to bring out, now is the time for the players to do them.
Yeah, you gotta have that ace up your sleeve.
Yeah, if you got that ace up your sleeve, now's the time to play it. And, game 3. Always excited to see a game 3.
How the turns table, that's right, Genevieve!
Wow.
Wow.
All right, we're just waiting on our players to select their Pokemon for Game 3. I know there's a lot of pressure with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there is a lot of pressure picking those last couple of Pokemon, especially when it's like, oh man, this really matters at this point. Who's gonna be the last 4?
Gotta decide on which members of your team are the best suited to take down the opposition.
You gotta pick your favorite kids, it's hard!
Yeah, it is.
And we're good.
From Beemer... Oh, all right, let's see what the matchups are.
Oh, we're swapping over, let's go!
Yeah, we got a lot to. Well, I mean, our players are just blistering through these matches, so I'm really excited to see.
Ooh, Vinny!
Vinny, let's go!
There's the Obstagoon. All right, and Sheena and Vip2 again. Flipper is sticking with a tried and true lead, and Sheena looks horrifying to this board. Neither of Beamer's dark types want to see that strong fairy type on Flipper's side at all.
No, definitely not, but I wonder if they're gonna get the screen up before and actually be able to last a little bit longer this time.
Yeah, thanks to Absint's Prankster ability, it is pretty much guaranteed to set that screen up just if it wants to.
Oh, does it always get to go first with that?
It almost always gets to go first. There are certain moves, like Fake Out, which Beemer has to be scared of. If Fake Out goes into the light screen, Fake Out has a +3 priority as opposed to the 1 priority from Grimmsnarl's light screen. So it will go before the light screen and block it from ever happening in the first place.
Oh, wow!
Which means that Grimmsnarl would be in such a bad position from that. He goes for the Obstruct. It's fancy, will protect. But it doesn't flip on for that slot.
Oh, a critical on the Fake Out!
And the Starfall. That tells a story right there. We would have seen the flinch chance happen before the Grimmsnarl was knocked out. Beemer was going for an attack with that Grimmsnarl. But that'll never go through. Grimmsnarl has been KO'd, and Flipper is the Dynamax coming in. Very scary position for Beemer. Has to figure out a way to counteract this Primarina. We might see the Toxtricity coming in here.
Oh no, we're gonna see the other Primarina!
It's the Primarina.
The girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting.
It's the same Hat Club, let's go!
We got 2 seals on the field. Will we see 2? Will we see 2 giant seals?
Ooh, I want to see a big seal versus big seal fight.
That could be an exciting slap fight.
Oh, we're pulling back Vinny.
Toxtricity does come in. The close combat onto that slot.
Ooh.
Some serious damage coming in, even though it's not very effective. It has some monstrous attack stat. And the eject pack will trigger off of the close combat going off. Bip is able to flip out of it.
Oh, it's like for free.
It's just free. It's huge damage, and then it does peace. I'm out of here. And in comes Ray Coded. And the Max Star falls down onto Slasher. Slasher will survive that, though.
There.
Just barely. He reveals Energy Ball. That is a nice little stab for a nice little protective hit for Bijou to add into Sheena, but Sheena takes that pretty well. We're looking at a 3-shot on that Energy Ball, so unless Beemer has a trick here, Flippers could just run away with the competition.
But what if there is a misplaced crit? Maybe something spicy.
We could see a misplaced crit. We could see the Dynamax still from Lady Beemer, and there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Looking forward to seeing. It could be the last-ditch effort from Toxtricity. It could be. We
Moment.
will see the giant seal slap fight,
Seal
baby.
on seal violence! I love this.
Oh my goodness, this is and Sheeta with the max guard. This is exactly what I wanted to see from the first match.
Oh, come on, let's go.
The Snarl into both Pokemon, that's pretty good. The Rayquaza doesn't take that well at all, even though Snarl is mostly meant for the special attack drop.
Cursed body. Oh.
Ooh, the Cursed Body Trigger. No more Snarling from Toxtricity, so it will just take the knockout. The Shadow Ball is enough to get the KO into that slot. Bijou with a max overgrowth, clinks off the max guard, but Lady Beemer does have 2 more turns of Dynamax here to make something happen.
And this must be, isn't this about the last round for Flipper's Dynamax?
Yeah, Flipper's Dynamax runs out here,
Ooh.
so it's going to be Obstagoon and Primarina holding on the fort against all 4 of Flipper's Pokemon. Not an enviable position at all.
No, definitely not.
But some good play, some spicy obstructs, some really good hits off of the Primarina's good attack stat, and Beemer could still find a road back to taking down this game, especially thanks to that energy ball that's been revealed. Those max overgrowths are going to hit Sheena like a truck.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
So it's spooky for Beemer, but there is still a route to victory, and we'll see if she can find it.
I believe in Beemer.
I think
But
Beemer
I believe in everybody. I'm a commentator.
Yeah. With the Destiny Bond from Frostlass.
Uh-oh.
If Ray takes an attack here, it could just be the knockout. And there's the
Oh,
knockoff
there we
from
go.
Obstagoon. It has led itself to its own death. Unfortunately, the Destiny Bond will take down Vinny all the way from full. That's 100% HP off of the
man.
Frostlass. The max overgrowth does come in. And we'll see if this is enough to knock out Sheeta. It took pretty well under Dynamax, and it just takes it again.
Yeah, that just kind of sat through that, even with a critical.
Even a crit, goodness. Oh, protect, of course. That helped the overgrowth do a lot more damage than it ought to have. But we do see one more. We have another Pokemon coming in from Flippers, and we'll see what this last Pokemon ends up being. We got Big Boom again. Here's Big Boom, ready to take down this match, hoping to just clinch it here off of some axe. But Bijou, strong, mighty Big Seal.
Big Seal. Quick question. I was looking away for just a moment. Did the Frostlass get knocked out last turn?
The Frostlass got knocked
Yes.
out, yeah. And it took down Vinny as well with the Destiny Bond.
Beautiful. I'd love to see Destiny Bond.
I do too. I mean, I'm a very big fan of if I'm going down, you're going down with me. I can appreciate that strat.
And the max overgrowth comes in. Flippers did get that double protect though.
Ooh.
Flippers went for that 1 and 3, and that paid off big time. Sheena able to tank through 2 Dynamax hits, one after the other, and get some nice damage in still with Biff 2. And Beemer's Dynamax does end here.
Oh gosh, this is getting scarier by the minute.
Oh yeah, it all comes down to these few turns here. Yo, Waffle, we got two Mienshous on Flipper's tracker.
Whoa. Oh, so it did. Let me get that extra Mienshao out of here.
All right.
Oh,
Was
good
the
catch,
Flippers,
good catch.
Flippers did not bring 2 Mienshao. That would be illegal. And it turns out 1 Mienshao is all Flippers needs in order to take down this match. And your round 1 winner is Flippers.
Let me get that voice announcement too. You ready?
And the winner is Flippers!
Woo! Let's go, Flippers!
Let's